Explosive eruptions from the La Soufriere volcano continue to rock the island of St. Vincent 3 days after the first eruption began. Early Monday morning, the largest explosion of the current eruption sent pyroclastic flows down the volcano's south and southwest flanks, and experts are warning that there will be more eruptions in coming days. Volcanologist Professor Richard Robertson said much of the mountainside where the volcano is located has been destroyed.
Because of the strength of the explosion, because of the PDCs that happened this morning, I suspect quite a bit of the mountain now and the communities that the buildings and the structures that are on the mountain are destroyed and damaged, mashed up. And I shudder to think of if any living creatures was on that mountain, because anything that was there, man, animal, anything, in those PDCs, the part of those PDCs, they are gone. And it's a terrible thing.
The government in St. Vincent is now making an urgent appeal to residents who decided to stay in areas identified as the red zones to evacuate immediately. Meanwhile, Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett, who is chairman of the Organization of American States Working Group, says regional and international partners are mobilizing to provide assistance to St. Vincent. St. Vincent's Tourism Minister Carlos James has indicated that the country is in need of food and water. Mr. Bartlett says the ash from the volcano has compromised the country's water storage system and destroyed most of its agricultural produce.
Issue of relocation of people and the way in which the impact has been, it's not a part of St. Vincent anymore, it's all of St. Vincent. So we have to look at how together we can deal with it. Then the president of the WTTC advised me that she would speak with the incoming chair, who is the head of Carnival, so that we could look at how cruise lines can also become integrated in this discussion process. So as best as possible, resources could be made available through tourism to start the process of assisting St. Vincent.
The COVID pandemic has complicated response efforts, and at least 14 new cases have been reported since the eruptions began on Friday, and all those going to shelters are being tested. Those who test positive are taken to isolation centers. More than 3,700 people are being housed in 84 government shelters. Stephen Winter for Frontline News.